We are experiencing the worst refugee crisis in history. 23 million refugees are left without a home and without a voice. Shahid was one of them.
When I left Syria, I thought when I'm gonna come here, everything will be kind of easier. And after I got here, I was literally don't even know English. I struggled applying for my classes. I went to the administration office and I asked her to help me, but she was talking to me and I'm I don't know half the stuff she say. So every time I have to hold my phone and ask my cousin put them on speaker and oh, can you try to help me, I don't know what's going on. One time in BART station too, I saw the clipboard card sign and I didn't know which part I supposed to take. I was when I asked people, I was I don't know what to ask them. Now there's this app called Tarjimly. If I have the app, I can just hold my phone and just text and ask whatever I want to. They just translate for you and it's so easy.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Atif and I'm the co-founder of Tarjimly, which means translate for me in 12 different languages. Tarjimly is an app that connects refugees with on-demand translators and interpreters. See, most people don't realize that refugees around the world are trapped not just by borders, but by language barriers every single day. Just imagine being stuck in a refugee camp and your son needs emergency medical help, but the English-speaking medic can't understand you when you say he's allergic to penicillin in Arabic. At that point, it could be life or death. And this is the problem we're solving. You see, whether they're Syrian refugees, stateless Rohingya, or asylum seekers at the US border, all of these people struggle to communicate with doctors, lawyers, NGOs, or just resettle in a new country like Shahid. And I know this really well because I come from an immigrant family. My grandmother was a refugee, and she depended on me for years to interpret for her. And she used to tell me, at least people will judge you after they hear you, instead of just after they see you, like me. Today, people like her are banned from even entering this country. That ban is when we decided to launch Tarjimly. Tarjimly helps refugees and aid workers communicate by connecting them with a volunteer translator in just 60 seconds. You pull out your phone, select your language and the translator language, and Tarjimly finds the best available translator who you can send text, documents, or even get on a phone or video call. See, machine translation isn't used today because it's just not reliable enough for the long tail of languages, and especially in these critical scenarios. So in the past year, 6,000 volunteers signed up because now they can help a refugee right from their phone. And they've helped over 15,000 refugees and aid workers in some of the most critical scenarios a person can experience. Tarjimly was there for a Congolese woman who waited months for her asylum interview, only to find out day of her interpreter was unavailable. Tarjimly was there for 12 refugees who capsized in the Mediterranean, and the Greek NGO trying to save them needed an interpreter to call the Turkish Coast Guard, who rescued them. These are solvable problems. There are 23 million refugees in the world, half of them with smartphone and internet access now. And there are 3 billion bilinguals who can help them. We're making that easy with our machine learning matching algorithm and turning Tarjimly into the most accessible translator service in the world. Aziz and I are 2 MIT graduates who left our jobs at Oracle and Palantir because we were supported by Y Combinator, Echoing Green, and Fast Forward this year. And I'm excited to announce tonight that this week we'll be signing a partnership with the United Nations. Thank you. And so today, I want to invite you all to help 1 million refugees and improve the efficiency of the entire humanitarian space with our 1-for-1 fundraising goal. That means every single dollar we raise will help reach a new refugee through our mobile app and NGO partners. See, we want to build a world where refugees and immigrants can get their voice back, whether they're stuck in a refugee camp like that mother or resettling in a new country like Shahid or my grandmother. And I invite you to join us. Thank you.